All you gotta do, if you want to become a professional note investor and you want to learn the game and become a pro, then of course you go to noteinvestoruniversity.com. If you want to rely on expertise, then you reach out to Alden or myself, right? Using mobilemailboxmoney.com. Let's go. What a great website.
All right. So we are here on Super Bowl Sunday. Went to the waste management earlier.
Lame. We're out here on hole number 10 at the Arizona Grand Golf Course with Patrick Franz of the Note Investor University out here.
Couple days today, we went to waste management. Got rained out on Thursday. Had the whole rain gear on and everything. Got Patrick running laps out here, having a good time. Patrick Franz is with the Note Investor University. So we're actually live out here. What's today? February 11th. Having a good time on Super Bowl Sunday. Patrick, are you having a good time out here?
No, not at all.
It's battle. It's been eventful, to say the least.
A couple days with you, man, is eventful enough. But we had the waste management plus now Super Bowl. I mean, come on.
Got the double whammy going on. Well, me and Patrick happened to meet each other at Las Vegas Paper Source, a real estate known investment conference. Patrick educates people on investing in the number one investment strategy, which is real estate notes. Real estate notes are a great asset to be able to have a collateral-based investment strategy and higher cash-on-cash returns than conventional real estate strategies. It's hard to cash flow nowadays with interest rates and things of that nature.
The idea is if you were to invest your money, okay, you're taking your hard-earned capital, your retirement account, wherever it may be, you're investing it, right? Last thing you want to do is lose it.
Sure, 100%. Because I have them too, but a lot of strategies could lose all your money.
Many of them. I'll do, and that's the thing. So when you have a note is a promissory note, right? It just means a written promise to pay back debt.
They sell collateral. So collateral.
We're debt investors.
Sure.
There's secured debt. Then there's unsecured debt, right? We would never invest in unsecured debt because what are you going to do? Get the baseball out and go to someone's house and have your money back.
It's a lot of recourse.
Not a lot of recourse. So if you have a promissory note, which is a written promise to pay from a borrower, which has collateral. Now, your collateral, which I love, is fully fixed up mobile homes in communities here in Arizona, which are in need of fixing up.
Absolutely. You know, it's great to see the elevated investment grade of the notes that we're providing because the individual is fully third-party underwritten, which means they have over 600 plus credit score, no past evictions, which means they're a great tenant long-term, as well as no open bankruptcy. So the idea of the investment grade of a note is what it's backed by, and it's backed by the buyer's ability to repay as well as the asset. So to know that the buyer is fully qualified ultimately to be able to afford that payment, and it's still based by a collateral-backed asset, what more could you ask for in an investment strategy as high investment grade as that is? I don't know what it is. I'm not going to put a grade on it, but
I'm just saying, man, look, if you invest in the stock market, the stock market could crash 45, 50%. Tomorrow, next week, whenever.
High volatility.
Do folks look at the charts every day when they're stock investors? They sure do. Just hope they're going up. If they're going down, bad news. If they're going up, you're excited, right? But there's no cash flow. You have no control. There's no collateral. If the stock market crashed 40, 50% tomorrow, what would people do? Would they just cry? It's happened many times.
Well, yeah, it has happened multiple times. I'm going on a plane to Vegas in 2021, and there happened to be an individual that was vintage. He had a little age on himself, but he was mentioning the fact that he couldn't retire anymore because his holdings in the stock market had reduced so much of the high volatility. You know, he was like, man, I'm going to have to keep working. That's a travesty to bank on investing in the stock market and not be able to retire anymore.
There's one thing about not investing at all. Okay, sure. And then you're destined for failure. You know, if you're trading your time for money all the time, when are you going to have no time left of it? When are your back going to hurt? You don't swing the hammer anymore, man. So you have to have some sort of passive.
Sure.
Well, passive cash flow is an interesting statement, isn't it? Have people not bastardized the word passive?
It's the truth. It's the truth. They say you can't find it anymore. You know?
I'm going to stack a whole bunch of doors. I'm going to be a landlord and I'm going to have 37 properties.
100%.
With 37 properties, they just created a whole other full-time job, if not more, for themselves. And so what we're talking about is real passive cash.
That's a great point, opposed to a landlord and tenant strategy where you're creating problems in maintenance and monthly management fees and things of that nature. We choose to invest in real estate. No,
The 3 T's, tenants, toilets, termites. That's how it's said. But although
That's a good point.
Although that's funny, but tenants, goodness, if you had good tenants, if you have good tenants, good for you. But if you have bad tenants, or you never dealt with that. People many watchers saying, "Oh yeah, I had the bad tenants," and it's a big problem. Toilet problem. My toilet's clogged. Who gets the phone call? And people say, "Oh no, I know the property manager." And
what's their fee? You know,
what's their management? Are you not managing your property manager all the time? Man, is that much work?
There's merit to that. There's managing to the management companies.
Instead of collecting rent as a landlord, right? Collect mortgage payments from a homeowner. So there's a homeowner there, right? Or a mobile homeowner, sure to pay a road. And they're paying a mortgage payment, or at least a lease payment, or, you know, they're not renting. And so therefore it's their place. If the toilet leaks, do they fix it for you?
They're the homeowner. At the end of the day, they signed up for home ownership, you know, and they get the pride of ownership as well. There's merit to that. And a time when it's needed most to create homeowners, when residential real estate is at its most unaffordable ever. I mean, average purchase price in Maricopa County is $400,000. To afford a $400,000 mortgage and qualify for that, you have to make $80,000 a year.
And I'm from San Diego, and trust me.
It's and it's way worse.
Yeah. Now interest rates, even like a commercial interest rate on the mortgage is what, 6.5, and
it's up there.
It's no more free to money. So the fact of the matter really is, there's a couple parts to this, isn't there? Isn't there?
Let's hear it. That's what it's on game here.
Well, there's a couple points to it, and these are the parts that I love. That's why I love this. Yeah, and this doesn't exist in the stock market. So there's a couple parts. First of all, there's a great family team here. We've got father, son, daughter. We've got a family business, well-rooted. You know the area. You've got things under wraps here in Arizona. So these guys have the expertise, and then that's one part. The other part is that there's these homeowners, these folks that are at retirement age. Maybe they've gotten to an age in which they'd like to downsize, right? Sure. And actually owning and having your own space and feeling secure like that, or happy and safe, other than living in some apartment with somebody at wall next door, right? It is so amazing, right? Where you're helping these people digress at an age where they need a place to stay, where they have neighbors that they like, where they feel still like they're in a homely neighborhood.
Some sense of community is like a little bit of the lifestyle.
The third part is that because you guys have so much expertise, because these folks need a place to stay that's fully refurbished, right? Where they can live out the rest of their years perhaps, or maybe even a first-time homeowner where they're like, gosh, the prices and the interest rates are ridiculous.
100%.
These $600,000 houses, well, for $100,000, $150,000, I can get myself a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, fully remodeled, my own prop. I mean, it's amazing, right? So we're helping who? You guys are helping yourselves with your expertise, and people need you guys. Then you're helping homeowners that are trying to digress or perhaps even step up into their first home because it's affordable and they have their own space.
Sure.
And then the investor that wants passive cash flow because of your expertise and how out there. So, oh my God. I mean,
there's multiple things that are, I think, of benefit within this strategy. And there's a humanitarian aspect of creating homeowners in a time when it's needed most, with BlackRock and Vanguard are talking about trying to own 40% of all residential properties in the country. That could happen. They have the money for it. They could keep prices high. They tried to announce that 6 interest rate cuts were coming, but now they're saying 4. They're now backtracking a little bit because inflation has actually not been as high as what they had projected.
It's election year.
It's another election year. That's true. There's merit to that. There's been a lot going on in the past couple of years, so it's good to see what's going on in the market across different asset classes. Patrick just broke ground in Florida on a multifamily apartment complex. So we're in all areas of real estate as well as trying to create passive cash flow. But that being said, the best strategy for passive cash flow is real estate notes. It goes without saying. The track record is there. The cash flow is there. To try and cash flow on a residential property right now is really tough.
People tend to pay their mortgage payments.
That is true, and everyone needs a place to live. Everyone needs a roof over their head. When we can match a market rental payment with a manufactured home note, and they get pride of ownership, and they pay virtually what they would pay in market rent, yeah, what more could you ask for? Especially when residential real estate is untouchable. Most people can't afford or even qualify for residential real estate. So, got Patrick smiling over here. That was for facts right there.
Yes, facts. Dropped it. The fact is this. From an investor standpoint, we've already covered that you and your team have the expertise in Arizona. Sure, covered that. Got the mobile home flip game. Done the rack. And you're providing such a great service for, like we said, those folks that want to either downsize or maybe get their first place. They don't want to be one wall away. You ever lived in an apartment where your neighbors play the music around? Yeah, it's like stop. So you have your own space. It's fully remodeled quarters. So we've already covered that. But from the investor standpoint, okay, someone is an investor, private lender. Sure, the stock market has no collateral. It's scary. You watch your chart go up and down. There's no cash flow. Here's what I say. The cash flow, which people don't talk about. The monthly cash flow is what sets people free. And most people listening are never going to make a hit song. Sure. Most people listening are 7'8" and also can jump 3 foot high and pump gas. So people are saying, oh my gosh, the way I could make it is to somehow do something to where I can earn $1 million, $2 million, $3 million in one crack, and then I'll make it.
Which is good far between. Yeah, those opportunities are scarce.
Good luck, okay? And good luck, right? Because some people do. But the odds are against you. Now, if people are listening, the passive cash flow, little bit by little bit, will set you free, right? Some people only have $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month. That's what they trade their time for. They trade their time, their energy for that money. They got to get the paycheck. Right. If they could generate enough passive cash flow, maybe with your expertise, while helping homeowners at the same time, they'd have a better life. They wouldn't have to worry about whether the chart's going up or down. You don't have to worry about if the cryptocurrencies are going up or down, or what election year it is, or anything else. Am I right?
No, honestly, the manufactured home notes being a lower acquisition than traditional real estate, it provides an opportunity for people in a possible 9-to-5 to save up $20,000 to $40,000 and become a passive investor, which is the golden ticket at the end of the day.
Oh, goodness gracious. Listen, it's all about the passive lifestyle. I mean, we went to the waste management earlier. Why? It's not like, before in my life, back in the day, I used to say, no, there's no way I can't afford it.
Sure, absolutely.
Now we can.
The passive cash flow for manufactured home notes has provided us the availability to go out on the golf course, be golfing, travel across the country, network, and that the proof is in the pudding, as they say. To be able to get monthly paychecks in the mail, monthly distributions, and higher cash-on-cash returns in conventional real estate investing. I mean, man, that sounds like a myth.
And let's just say about the end-all be-all winner, okay? Even though your company's doing great, it's even though the investors are doing fantastic, and I like the fact that no one gets stepped on in order for you and your family, your company to succeed. Absolutely, the investors succeeding. And even
So's the homeowner.
it's amazing. So like no one needs to be stepped on for somebody to come up. So that's why it's a win-win-win, right?
You know, it goes to say, when the law was in it, is the licensed manufactured home dealer out here in Maricopa County, and mobile mailbox money provides the financing. So we sell or finance manufactured homes here in Maricopa County, and with manufactured housing being 10% of the housing stock here in Arizona, that means there's a wide door of opportunity for growth, as well as us to be able to capitalize on the commercial availability that manufactured housing, 10%. So I think there's like 3 to 4 million houses here in Maricopa County. There's only so many manufactured home dealers.
Like that.
Is it not?
I don't think so.
There's a tremendous amount of manufactured homes here in Maricopa County. I just realized my mic's a little upside down. But hey, there's a lot of opportunity out here. We're capitalizing on the commercial availability of manufactured homes, getting great knowledge, as well as institutional investors that invest in manufactured home communities are dubbing us as the market experts. So we're getting into the door with Treehouse Management Company, Cal-Am Properties.
You're done.
Dude, I tell you, we got the lighting and everything.
You're done. Listen, I'm an investor of yours. I respect that. I respect the company, the game, and you had been bad.
No, I appreciate that. We've similar financed 100 manufactured homes here in Maricopa County. We've done over 250 transactions. Man, I tell you, it's definitely been a hell of a ride. We started in 2018, and my father dubbed me as business partner in 2020 after our first $1 million in business because of the marketing efforts that we've had helped with together, obviously.
You know what I bet? I bet you there's a lot of people listening to this right now. They're older. They have children. And they just wish that their child would follow in their footsteps and take the reins of whatever business they're doing or what have you, right? Or at least just see their children succeed. And now, these guys right here in Arizona have this kind of a family relationship. And Alden, props to you, buddy.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Yeah, take it over and helping, like I said, win-win-win. You're helping investors that want to make a better than average return very securely. You're helping the homeowners, and you're helping your family, and you guys are tight, man.
Hey, man, we're happy to have you here. Patrick Franz with the Node Investor University, February 11th. It's actually Super Bowl Sunday. I think it was 10-3 at halftime. We're at halftime right now.
Oh, excuse me, did we miss Taylor Swift?
The way people probably missed the playlist. Tracy Swift? Wouldn't know actually. It was the halftime show. Who was it? Taylor Swift.
It was us.
I think it was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we went to the Phoenix Open, got rained out on Thursday. Had to show Patrick the red carpet out here, give him a good time. So that's Patrick Franz with the Node Investor University. It's February 11th, Super Bowl Sunday. Patrick, would you like to close out with anything here?
Of course I would. Of course I would. Of course I would. All you gotta do if you want to become a professional node investor and you want to learn the game and become a pro, then of course you go to nodeinvestoruniversity.com. If you want to rely on expertise, then you reach out to Alden or myself, right? He's mobilemailboxmoney.com. Let's go. What a great one. Let's go. But then you reach out and you figure, hey, can I put my money to work with experts? That's it. And we're helping how many homeowners in Arizona County? I mean, newbies, people retiring, everybody. And you amazed me. It's 10% of
10% of the housing.
home ownership. Goodness gracious. So there's a huge opportunity, and I will close with that.
Absolutely. Well, again, that's Patrick Franz with the Node Investor University. Happy to have you out here. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy.
There's a sleeper in the marketplace, and everyone seems to be so focused on residential real estate, flipping cars, cryptocurrency, multifamily, but there's actually a higher value product that provides higher cash-on-cash returns than all the above. What if I told you that manufactured housing is the biggest slept-on investment strategy here locally in the country. Why own when you can loan for a higher cash-on-cash return and receive monthly payments in the form of mobile mailbox money? That's cash flowing in manufactured home notes, secured asset backed by a lien, and the buyer's ability to repay, coincidentally, who has a 600+ credit score, no past convictions, no past evictions, and verifiable income. This is a fully qualified, consummated, and quality deal. Where else can you find it? You can't, actually. It's an investment strategy known only to institutional investors. That's Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett owns 21st Mortgage. 21st Mortgage does 90% of the manufactured home loans in this country. Cash flow like Warren Buffett today at mobilemailboxmoney.com.
Lane.
Look at it, look at it. Oh, shit.
Let's see how the pros do it out of the bunker here.
Doesn't make it any easier. Watching them do it. A little long, a little long.
Nobody was impressed by that.
No, that's way too bad.
I'd have been really happy with that.
For a road,